my name's Danielle, and I decided recently that I wanted to start a booktube channel, so that's what I'm doing. And to be able to tell you more about myself, why I'm starting this channel, that kind of stuff, as I was going through and watching some other people's videos, I noticed this booktuber newbie tag that has gone around over the years, and I thought, you know what, the questions in it are a great way for me to be able to share with you why I'm starting this channel, and just be able to share more about myself in general to see if I'm somebody that you'd be interested in watching. So first off, I will start, like I said, my name's Danielle, and I am a 46-year-old, I'll be 47 in April, mother of 3 adult boys. My husband Brian and I have been married for, it'll be 26 years in June. We also have a daughter-in-law who is just the absolute best. I could not be more thankful to have a daughter-in-law like her. And she and my oldest son are expecting their first baby, so my first grandchild, at the beginning of March. So I'm like entering a whole new, stage of life that I'm super excited about. And so of course I will probably share about some of that along the way, but this is about this channel is going to be about my love for reading. And I actually have another channel, so it is called Glamburger, and I will have it linked for you so you can check it out. It is more of it started as a makeup channel, and then it very much became a thrifting, more clothes related, that kind of a channel. So if you're interested in thrifting and fashion type stuff, then I hope that you will check that out. And I actually had done some book reviews on there over the years, several years ago, but they didn't do very well there. And it makes sense because that's not what people were going there to watch. And so I think about it all the time because I really do love reading and love doing book reviews. And so I was like, okay, I really want to be able to do that. And so I need another channel to be able to do that. So let's go ahead and get into this because the questions kind of go along with that. So I have them all written down here for me. So why did you start this channel is the first question. So like I said, I love having my other channel. I love being able to meet new people. I love being able to meet people who have similar interests to me. So over there, I meet a lot of people who love to thrift or love clothes and accessories and putting outfits together, that kind of stuff. And so I knew this would be a really fun way to be able to meet a whole different set of people, although I'm sure some of those people that follow me over there will come over here too, because a lot of them like to read as well. But, it's just another avenue of being able to meet new people. So definitely introduce yourself down in the comments to me because I love to be able to chat back and forth with people. That is a huge part of my channel. I answer every single comment. I love to get to know people. It's not just like a surface, I'm going to talk at you and then act like you don't even exist when you leave comments. So I definitely love to be able to get to know people. So definitely leave me lots of comments because I love that. The second question is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to the booktube community? So I would say my other channel is called Glamburger. My name is Danielle Gerstenberger. So Glamburger was born from that. And it's all about how to feel glam on a budget. And so this channel kind of for me is kind of like how to be able to read and have books on a budget because I get a lot of my books through thrifting. And so if that's something you're interested in too, I would love to be able to combine like the thrifting aspect with the books because that is where I get most of my books from. So I thought we could do some fun like thrift for books with me kind of things, maybe even challenges to see if I can find certain kind of books, that kind of thing. And then, so that might be a way too, if you are somebody who doesn't have a lot of money to be able to spend on books, but you love reading, that it will encourage you to get out and try thrift stores. And also that means that I will be reviewing books that could be from years and years and years ago because, not that other booktubers don't do that as well, but I'm saying I might not necessarily be the person you want to watch if you're looking for new releases because that's not how I acquire my books. And so I might get some newer ones at the thrift store because you do run across that. In fact, a book I'm reading right now is a 2020 release, but that's newer than a lot of the books I end up picking up. And so that might be just a little bit different element that I offer, that it'll be more books that are older and that then you might be able to find for less expensive because they are not brand new releases. And then another thing is I want to do a mixture of so my favorite genres of books, which we will get to that. So of, whatever fiction kind of books like that, but I'm also a Christian and I do love to read. I'm not really a Christian fiction person, but I love some Christian books. And so I will have like some of those sprinkled in through here too. So if that's something you're interested in, you can check those out. And if it's not, just don't watch those ones. That's totally fine. But so that will be, I would say, maybe a unique element to my channel, something different I can bring, that I will have a mixture of those things. Number 3 is, what are you the most excited about with starting this channel? I would say incentive to read more. I had gotten into a lull there over the years where I really wasn't reading a whole lot and I missed it so much. Well, now I have been like on fire for reading again and just really excited about it. So it's just incentive to read even more because I'll want to share more things with you guys. Also, I feel like it's fun to be able to read books and give people an idea if it's something they want to spend their time reading or not. Of course, we're all different. We have different tastes, but of course, you're going to hear about what genres of books I like. You know, there's different elements of different things that different people like. So it's not a one size fits all or like this book is bad or good kind of thing, because it's all, you know, it depends on what you like. But I feel like once you get to know my personality and my style of like what I like in books and stuff, and you will know if it, you know, correlates to you, then it will help you know, like, is that a book, if she says that she didn't like these elements of that book and she wouldn't have spent her time reading it if she had known, then maybe I don't want to either, you know, that kind of thing. Or, wow, she sounds really excited about this. I think I want to check it out. So that's really something that I am excited about having this channel. And of course, like I said, meeting new people. Like, that's the best part, finding other people with similar interests. So yeah. Number 4 is, why do you love reading? It is such, I don't want to say an escape. That just sounds so like, I don't know, like everyone says that, but it really is. It's just, books can transport you to a different time, a different place. It's just, the imagery that you have in your mind is so much better than anything they can put on a TV screen. And so I definitely am one of those people who most of the time, a lot of times I won't even watch a movie that's based on a book if it's a book that I really, really loved, because most of the time I am unhappy with it, because the things you picture and the way you picture the people, the way you picture the places based on, you know, the descriptions that are given to you is completely different than what the author might have been picturing or somebody else. That's the cool thing about books. It is so just such a creative for your mind, like to be able to picture these different scenarios and people and whatever. And so I just absolutely love that, and being able to be transported to so many different places and things that you maybe never would have thought of. And so I think that is like the coolest thing about reading. Number 5 is, what book or book series got you into reading? This is so funny. Literally the other night, because I had written down these questions, I was laying in bed here. We're sitting on my bed. This is not where I might do a lot of my videos here, but I don't really have a designated reading nook, and that's something that I would like to have. So maybe that's something too with this channel that we can put together, and maybe we can, like, you know, thrift for some things to make it nice and cozy and that kind of thing. But I had asked my husband, I said, what grade were we in? Because we met in 1st grade. And so I said, what grade were we in? Like, when the teacher read The Boxcar Children to us. Did anybody else get excited when I just said The Boxcar Children? Because I mentioned it yesterday to some of my friends, and my one friend got so excited about it. And he's like, oh, I don't know. So we're trying to think. I'm like, I feel like it was 2nd grade with Miss Brock. And I'm like, no, it wasn't 1st grade with Miss Fogarty. He's like, no. And no, it wasn't 3rd grade with Miss Cook. I mean, these are the things we remember, all this stuff. And so we came down to, we think it was 2nd grade with Miss Brock. But The Boxcar Children, there was something about that. She read it to us. And even though I've always, like, as a kid was read to and stuff like that, for some reason, when she read those books, the imagery that came into my mind from those books was like, whoa. So then I started reading very young. And that was one of the first series that I read. And then I got really into the Babysitter's Club. That was the next thing that really got me going. So I absolutely love reading. Number 6, what would you ask your favorite booktubers? Okay, well, so this is kind of funny because I really don't watch booktubers. I mean, I will be now, because hopefully I'm going to be getting to know other, you know, people as I'm doing this. But the only one that I really watch, and honestly, it's because of her that I even decided to do this. Her channel is Cozies and Classics. Her name is Allie, and I actually started watching her through her thrifting channel, and absolutely fell in love with her personality. She is, you can tell, just one of the most genuinely sweet, kind people, and she has such a calm about her and just a joy that when I watch her, I just feel joyful. And so I, of course, gravitate toward people like that. Who doesn't? And so definitely I will have her channel link down below for you, because if you don't know her, definitely go over and check her out. Tell her I sent you. And Danielle, you can just say Danielle sent me, because she might not know if you say Bookburger, because that's going to be the name of my channel. I decided, since my other channel is Glamburger, Bookburger just seemed like it's a weird name, so people will be like, what the heck is that? So I thought it just made sense, Glamburger and Bookburger, right? But anyway, so you know what? I will be telling her that I'm doing this. So if you say Bookburger sent you, then did anybody else just feel like, tell them Large Marge sent you? Did anybody else feel that when I just said, tell her Bookburger sent you? Anyway, yeah, definitely go over and check her out though, and let her know I sent you if you go over there. She is such a sweetheart, and I love her book reviews. I just love the content she does. She just put up these new bookshelves in her bedroom, like literally complete with the ladder. Like, we're talking legit. Like, this girl is like, oh my gosh. I've never ever in my life seen someone who decorates a home so beautifully as she does, because now I've seen 2 of her homes, and oh my gosh. So definitely check her out, please. But I think what I would ask her, and what I will be asking her kind of, is, what have you found is the most well-received way to give maybe book reviews, and also, like, just what are some ideas for book kind of content that you would suggest, like, to me to do besides just doing book reviews. So I think that's what I will ask her, and I'll find out what she says. Number 7 is, what challenges do you think will be the hardest to overcome when starting a Booktube channel? I would say just creating creative content that's engaging, that's not just like, oh, I'm telling you about this book, this is what happened in this book. I mean, that's not my personality anyway, but just things that you're excited to see. So I know too, I want to ask Allie things like, you know, how often does she think you should upload? Because I'm very consistent on my other channel. I upload multiple times a week. I will never do less than 1 a week. So I will probably start here with just 1 a week and then see from there where we want to go. But I can tell you I will be consistent here, because I always am kind of bummed when I find a creator that I connect with and enjoy watching their content, and then they're very like sporadic with their uploads. Like, that's just kind of a bummer. So I like to make sure that I am consistent. So I can tell you I will be consistent on this channel. Number 8 is, when did you start reading? I started reading probably in 2nd grade, because I'm pretty sure it was when that teacher read The Box for Children to us that I got like super excited about it. And I had always been read to as a child. Like, I've always loved books and things like that. But I think that's when I really started getting into reading for myself. And I was a very good reader from very young. So I do know, like, we had a public library that was like a mile from our house when I was growing up. And so in the summer, my mom would take my sister and I there, my sisters and I have a sister who's 2 years younger, and then one who's 9 years younger. So the one who's 2 years younger, we were the ones who were the big readers. And so my mom would take us, and the library would let you take 3 books at a time. And I know at first we were doing like 1 time a week, but we would read those books so fast, and we'd be like, Mom, we have to go back to the library. So we loved it. My dad used to be like, quit reading, go do something, go outside. And we had these apple trees in our yard. And so my sister and I would each pick one, and we'd climb up an apple tree with our book. We were outside. So we just loved reading. And actually my sister is an English lit teacher. So literally, when I tell you that I love reading and I've loved it from a very young age, I mean it. Number 9 is, where do you read? Typically on my couch or my love seat in my living room. I am not a lay in bed and read kind of person. I don't know, it's just not really comfortable to me. And really, when I come to bed, I like go to sleep. So I'm never like just in here. We don't have like a TV in our room or anything. So I am not a read in bed kind of person. We have a travel trailer, and I love to read in there. There's just something about it, like, it's so just quiet and calm and peaceful. And so when we camp, I have like a little swivel rocker kind of chair in there that I love to curl up in and read. And I actually do read in bed in my trailer. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's funny. I do like to read in bed there, but just not here. I don't typically read outside when we're camping, because we're usually camping with a bunch of other people, and I feel antisocial to be with a group of people and me be sitting reading. But I do like to read outside at home sometimes, like out on my deck in the summer and stuff. So that's where I read. However, like I said, I would like to create kind of a little reading nook of some kind. So hopefully that's something that we can do together. And number 10 is, what books do you like to read? And I am a suspense thriller kind of girl. Like, I love a good suspenseful book. The best ones are the ones where, like, as you're reading, you're slightly nervous when you're reading, like waiting to find out what's going to happen. Like, things just keep you on edge. And that might sound weird. Like, why would you want to read something that makes you feel kind of nervous? But I would liken it to like riding roller coasters, which is also something that my husband and I love to do. And like, there's that element of like that nervous excitement. And that's kind of the same feeling, I guess I would say, from reading like a really suspenseful book that's written really well. And I love an author who is able to, as you're reading, like, and you think you know the lines, you know, that this, like, where things are going. And then they throw you some totally different way that you never would have imagined. That is a good author. Those are the kind of books I love to read. And so give me a good suspense thriller like that, something with some mystery. That is what I'm about. I will say I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and so I'm reading through that series again, and I just finished Order of the Phoenix again, so I'll be moving on to the next one. I am someone who can read 2 different books at the same time. So especially if I'm going to be reading something I've already read before, I will be reading it with something else that's new to me, because yeah, like, I always want to be reading something new too, you know? So I am able to do that, which helps me to be able to read more books faster. So that might be good for, you know, book reviews and being able to get content out. So that's good. But those really suspense thrillers are my kind of book. And then, like I said earlier, I do like Christian books as well, not so much Christian fiction. I want Christian books that are like teaching me about something, whether it's prayer or the Holy Spirit or just different aspects of Christianity like that. That's the kind of Christian book I like to read. But those are not like my everyday, like, you know, for pleasure kind of reading books. You know what I mean? Like how suspense thrillers are. Those are more things that I like to read also sporadically. So those kind of videos will be more sporadic, and just the other kinds of books will be more, you know, the ones that you see. So those were all of the questions. I hope this helped you get to know me a little better. If there's anything that I didn't tell you that you would like to know, please feel free to ask me down below. And I look forward to hearing any ideas that you guys might have for things that you would like to see. Are you interested in seeing like thrift with me for book kind of videos, that kind of stuff? And of course, I have some ideas swirling for things, but I'm not going to share them with you. You're going to see when the videos come out, and we'll see if it's something you enjoy. But I like to have some surprises. I don't want to just tell you everything that I'm going to do, because yeah, I think that's part of creating engaging content, right? Creative. I'm trying. But yeah, thank you guys so much for taking your time to watch this video, and I look forward to getting to know you and for you to get to know me better. And I will talk to you guys again very soon. Bye.